My name is Spencer Woolery, and I'm a freshman at Hallam Park. And I want to share with y'all one of my favorite things about God, and that He is a promise keeper. Throughout Scripture, we know that He promises us all that truly matters. The riches of heaven are available to us right now on earth. And all God asks of us is one thing, and that is trust. As Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your understanding. Submit to Him in all your ways, and He will make your path straight." I'm sure you already know that it's important, but trusting in God is the best thing that you can ever do, and it's not as easy as we think. As Jesus puts it in Matthew 7:13, "Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate, and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only few will find it." This is because we live in a world where we are so tempted on leaning on our understanding that we convince ourselves sometimes that we don't need God. So sometimes we don't listen and we don't care, and we can deprive ourselves of the path that God promises us all. As Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future." But we may still fall short. Although we think we may trust in God, we may only trust in God in certain parts of our life. Like at church, but not at school. We need to ask ourselves, are we giving God the keys to our whole life and letting Him drive, or are we putting Jesus in the back seat and only letting Him out every Sunday? While we hold on to our illusion of freedom, control, and safety. So we must trust in God and His perfect wisdom and let Him drive and lead us, because compared to Him, we are blind. God has given us all greater purpose. It is up to us whether we trust in Him and enter through the narrow gate rather than the wide, and give Him the keys to our life rather than trust in our wisdom to make it through. So I hope if we truly believe in God and in His sovereignty and His infinite knowledge and His promises that He has given to us, and He's made to those who trust, and the promises that He has made to those who trust in Him, we will give Him the keys. And I want us to make the decision right now: will we or will we not give God the keys? And if you need help making the decision, you know who to ask. Thank y'all.